Hi, I'm Chris with Sanderson Test Prep, and this video is actually comes from a question that a parent had about what's so different about Common Core multiplication and how come it's so hard for me to help my son do his homework correctly and get full credit because in school they're making him do it a different way than I'm used to. And a lot of parents ask about this since the introduction of Common Core. And so just to provide a little clarity, I wanted to show a couple examples of some multiplication questions and demonstrate how many parents probably learned it when we were young versus the way that it's taught today, just so we understand what those differences are when some of those homework questions come up at home. So for Common Core multiplication, let's take a look at a sample problem. We'll take a look at something like 23 times 7. So depending when you learned to multiply, but if it was more than a few years ago, as it was for many of us, we probably learned to set it up like this. So we set it up vertically, and then we do each column. So we do 3 times 7, which is 21. We write down a 1 here, and then we carry the 2. And then we do 7 times 2, which is 14, plus the 2 that we carried, which is 16. And so we'll get 161 as our answer. And that is absolutely correct. But we can also get the correct answer doing it a different way. So in Common Core multiplication, sometimes you'll hear about something referred to as a box method. But essentially what you're doing is you're breaking up your numbers into your hundreds, your tens, your ones, depending how many digits there are. So here for 23, which is a 2-digit number, so this is going to get broken up into a 20 and a 3. So here we're looking at the tens, and then we're looking at the ones. And each one individually is being multiplied by 7. So that's where we get this idea of a box method. Because if you look at the results for each, you can put those in a box. And so if you do 7 times 20, that's 140. And then if you do 7 times 3, that's 21. And then what we do is we add together everything that we have in our boxes. So 140 plus 21 gives us 161. So we get the same result using this method. And so if you see your kids maybe writing out work in this way, or if you're a student and you're having trouble with some multiplication problems and you ask mom or dad to help you out and they write it out in this vertical method that we see over here, the long form method, it's sometimes helpful to just understand how these two interrelate. So let's look at one more quick example. So what if we had two digit numbers? So here 59 times 27. So again, we'll do it the long form way first. 59 times 27. 9 times 7 is 63. Put a 3 here, carry the 6. 7 times 5 is 35, plus the 6 that we carried would be 41. And then we fill in a space with a 0. 2 times 9 is 18. So we put down an 8, and then we carry the 1. 2 times 5 is 10, plus the 1 that we carried would be 11. So we put that down, and then we add everything up. When you have double digits that you're multiplying by, you're going to end up with 2 rows of numbers. If you had 3 digits, you'd end up with 3, and so forth. And so here, 3 plus 0 is 3, 8 plus 1 is 9, 4 plus 1 is 5, and 1 plus 0 is 1. So we get our final answer here of 1,593. Now let's take a stab at doing this the Common Core way. So here, we're going to break each of these up. So first we'll start with 59. We have a 50 and a 9. And then for 27, we have a 20 and a 7. And so now we're going to have 4 boxes. So 50 times 20 would be 1,000. 50 times 7 would be 350. 9 times 20 is 180. 9 times 7 is 63. And we would add up all of our boxes. And when we do that, our answer is going to come out to be 1,593. So 2 ways to arrive at the same result, but most importantly, hopefully this video can provide a little bit of clarity when students and parents don't seem to be on the same page when they're working together trying to help figure out how to demonstrate the work on a multiplication problem. If you want more, check out our other videos. Feel free to request specific topics to be covered, and thanks for watching.